I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. What story is that from? Yep, it's the little engine that could. And he could because what? He thought he could. So here are some of the tips that we use in our book that we can find on page 93, and they continue on. The first thing that happens is that people do not believe that they're capable of success. They don't believe it, right? So other people can say it, but until you believe it, it doesn't come true for you. All right? It doesn't become true for you until you believe it. And so one of the barriers is often self-doubt. And it's my belief that, I come from a Christian background, and they tell the story of Adam and Eve and, the first sin and the fruit and all this kind of stuff. And one of the things that, when I look at that story, that becomes very clear to me is that eating fruit or being disobedient was the second sin. But the first sin was, in fact, the doubt that they had. All right? And it's amazing what doubt can do. So if you self-doubt, it's amazing what you can do. For example, if my parents told me, Andre, you were adopted. Whoa! It totally changes my concept of myself, of what who my family is, what that means. And then an even, worse trick would be if they said, oh, we were kidding. Wait a minute, you were kidding about me being adopted? You just, so self-doubt, very powerful. Doubt is a very powerful tool. If you want to discredit someone or you want to change information, all you have to do is enter or insert just the smallest pieces of doubt. And doubt will put a crack in any kind of philosophy. All right? So we want to make sure that we're not self-doubting. So we have to have a lot of self-efficacy. We have to understand what it means to be successful for ourselves. Another barrier is a low frustration tolerance. All right? So people can't put up with the changes, or they can't put up with stress. Well, you build that successes, and you don't start off lifting 500 pounds. You start off by lifting just 100 pounds or maybe 50 pounds, and you keep doing that, and then you get stronger and stronger and stronger. You build more and more resiliency. That's what happens. That's what's lacking when we talk about frustration. When we have people have low resiliency, it's because they haven't built up enough successes. And so what I would encourage you is, when you break your assignments into small pieces, that you get those small pieces of encouragement from your instructor, from your teachers or advisors, so that you start to build the self-resiliency, which becomes a really big thing. All right. Oftentimes, it's hostility. People get hostile because of the first two. Because I can't do this, so I get upset, I get angry, I can't channel my energy in a positive way. So I become hostile towards myself and towards others, and that doesn't help me reach my goal. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to move on to page 96 and kind of talk about what it means to kind of overcome procrastination. First of all, is doing things. Know what your goal is. What's your focus? Getting rid of poor time management practices. Not getting behind on your work. Staying ahead of your work. So understanding what's expected of you and doing a little bit more than that and moving forward in your work. It's also eliminating all confusion. I don't care how many questions you ask. You can ask a bazillion questions of your instructor, and their responsibility will be to answer your question. And you can ask the same question 500 times and ask it 500 times until you understand what it is that they're expecting and that they want from you. All right? So these were some of the tips that I wanted to share with you throughout this chapter of the book. If you have any questions, comments, or observations, you can ask them here in the course, or you can just hit me up on my website at andrekoen.com. That's ANDREKOEN.com. And I think that's it for this particular session, and we'll come back later and we'll do chapter 5. I hope things are going well for you. Please hit me up. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.